Philbrook Kelly was born in 1884 in Amesbury, Massachusetts, to a carriage maker and his wife. And a ramble through the pages of his life story shows that he was both brilliant and talented. He was a prolific writer, a teacher of English and of American literature, an Ivy League professor of journalism, and a magazine editor of great acclaim. He even served on the selection board for the Pulitzer Prize in Journalism. And of course, he wrote wonderful historical novels for young people, full of danger, mystery, and intrigue. But it is his love for Poland, its history, its people, and its culture that most defines his life for us today. It all started with a decision to volunteer. The year was 1918. After graduating from Dartmouth College in New Hampshire, Eric Kelly had spent what he called 10 colorless, uneventful, and discouraging years working on newspapers on the East Coast. He'd hardly seen the light of day during that time, let alone the rest of the world. So when he heard about an opportunity to help out with the French YMCA war effort, this was World War I, he offered to go and was soon put in charge of organizing athletics and entertainment for 2,000 Polish soldiers stationed in the French city of Guantin. A year later, he found himself in a boxcar with these soldiers, traveling across Germany to the newly recognized state of Poland, where he continued to help troops and refugees driven out of Ukraine, and directed a supply train during the war with the Soviets. And all the while, as he was learning the language and discovering all he could about Slavic culture, his life was becoming more and more centered around helping the people of Poland. After the war, he returned to Massachusetts and then was soon teaching at Dartmouth, but would return to Poland to spend a year lecturing at the beautiful old University of Krakow. And in his free time, he would visit the Church of Our Lady Mary, and being the scholar and newshound that he was, he began to dig into the legends and history surrounding it. And from this research grew his captivating book, The Trumpeter of Krakow. This story was the first to record, in any language, the legend of the young trumpeter shot by a Tartar's arrow while keeping watch over the city. And it went on to win the Newbery Medal for Excellence in American Children's Literature in 1929. He wrote other books for young people too, most of them historical fiction, and some of them even made into plays. He was great at sharing period-specific facts and details in his stories, but also packing them with drama and suspense. During World War II, he was sent by the U.S. State Department to help 1,500 Polish refugees in Mexico, organizing the conversion of an old hacienda into a place of rest and safety for the sick and distressed. While continuing his 33-year tenure at Dartmouth, Professor Kelly would go on to write and lecture in schools, colleges, and libraries across the United States about Poland and about the dangers of socialist ideology and Soviet propaganda. And from those first early days with the Polish recruits and through 2 world wars, Poland planted its place in his soul. And however he could, at every turn, he sought to promote his second homeland. Looking back over his life, he later said, "I have exercised myself in every way that I know to aid the cause of Poland in the modern world." In return, he's received honorary degrees from both Dartmouth and Krakow University and has been showered with medals and awards of appreciation from the Polish government. Eric P. Kelly died at his winter home in Arizona on January 3, 1960, and his tombstone attests to his passion and allegiance. "I belong to America," it says, "but Poland belongs to me." And thanks to him and his stories, a deeper understanding of the Polish people and their history belongs to us.